Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so a couple of videos ago, I revealed my first ever class website that I made for this school year. However, I changed it drastically and now it looks pretty different, but the intention is the same. So I'm really excited to show you the finalized version of my class website, and I'm pretty sure it's finalized. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the last version of it. We'll see. But anyway, here is my class website. As you can see, I did not change my banner because I still like the way that it looks, and I think it shows exactly where the students and parents are, but I did add a few things. So if you scroll down a little bit, the very first thing that students and parents see is my short message to them, one for my students and then one for my parents, basically telling them what this website is for. And I had to include a Bitmoji here. I don't use Bitmojis often. I felt like it was appropriate though for this initial message to my students and parents. So there's that. And if you scroll down a little bit, you've seen this in the previous video. I do have my contact information here. And then this is the same. I just changed the color. I feel like this is super important to have at the very top of the website. And then if you scroll down, I changed this drastically. I was debating back and forth between going 3 days synchronous versus 2 days asynchronous, but I decided to just go 2 days synchronous because I understand that this is not a normal situation. This is not normal school, and I don't want to force my students to be live with me for more than 2 days. I just feel like that's not realistic. So I decided to make synchronous days on Tuesdays and on Fridays. I was gonna have it Mondays and Fridays, but then I was thinking about maybe Mondays might be a little bit rougher. And actually Mondays I think would be a great way to get students to be introduced to certain lessons and topics. So I decided to make Mondays asynchronous. And I even included what applications the students will go to directly for certain days. So as you can see, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, all they have to worry about is getting into this website and then clicking on the daily slides according to this routine. And then on Tuesdays and Fridays, there's that extra step of having a virtual meeting. We actually started a virtual meeting practice run on Thursday this week, even though I only have synchronous on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I'm gonna show you right now what they did on Thursday. Let's just pretend that I'm in period 1. And it was Thursday during our practice run, and that was a synchronous day, just not according to this routine because it was just practice. So I'm period 1. On synchronous days, I have to open up the class website. Here I am. Go to the class page, so period 1, and it should tell me the which week we are on. So that was this past week, so I click on that. And it takes me directly to this page that has simple directions on what they need to do first and our daily slides. It says click on the Google Meet icon at 8 a.m. to join our first ever virtual meeting. So I provided them with a embedded link inside this Google Meets icon. So what they did was click on this. I'm not going to do it now, but this is what they did. They clicked on it. It took them directly to the Google Meet, specifically for period 1. And then we went through our introduction lesson on Thursday. So these are my slides actually for that day. Joined Google Classroom, joined the class code. We did a mental health check-in, student survey, and then of course they took their very first attendance form, and I let them know some reminders for next week. And that was pretty much it. That was our practice run on Thursday. So we don't see each other virtually again until Tuesday, since that's our synchronous day, our first synchronous day. When they log on Monday, they have to follow this routine. It's asynchronous, so I don't see them. They're gonna open up their class tab. It's gonna be August 24th to the 28th above here once I add it. And then they complete all the tasks and assignments in the daily slides. Try to make it really, really easy for the students. They don't have to worry about logging into Google Classroom because Every single thing, all the tasks and assignments will be hyperlinked in the daily slides, so they never have to worry about opening it. Did it make it a little bit harder for myself every week? Probably, but did it make it easier for the students? Yes. So we'll see how this goes as I continue with distance learning instruction. But let's take a look at the rest of my homepage. If you scroll down, this is kind of similar to what I had last time. I have the expectations here. Be kind and respectful to all, listen attentively, have a growth mindset, and then I included the consequences. So I had to include this specifically just in case the students think that they can get away with things while we are synchronous. That is not true. And then if you scroll down, I included some new information here. Under class info and policies, I am teaching 2 classes this year, so I included 2 drop boxes for both courses. So for English 1, if you click on this drop box, it tells the students and parents how many credits is this class, how many credits is this class, and then what will we be learning, the units of study, and the provided textbooks. And yes, I'm teaching the Astonishing Color of After this year. I'm really excited. For Arts and Comm, same thing. As you can see, this is like a digital version of a syllabus, but what's great about this website is parents have access to this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you scroll down a little bit more, I also included the required materials for both classes. I included a binder that they should have to hold our planner. I made a distance learning planner for them so that they can write down the agenda every day so they don't miss any work that they need to accomplish. And then if you scroll down, I included the standards-based grading graphics. I changed a couple of things. I included frequently asked questions about standards-based grading because it's going to be harder to explain exactly what standards-based grading entails. And this was here in my last video, so you already know about this. But I changed this graphic just to make it a little bit more clear. I have the 4, 3, 2, 1 scale, and then exactly what those mean. And then I also included what standards specifically the students will be graded on for English class and then for Arts and Comm core class right here. This was also here before. I just included a quote from an article that I found online. And then of course I had to leave the You Matter sign at the very bottom to remind students that they do indeed matter in the midst of this crazy world, this crisis right now. They matter. And you know, that's pretty much what I changed about my website. I do have the About the Teacher tab right here. It used to be at the very bottom, but I just made it into its own tab. I know I talked about I was going to send an email to my students every morning to ensure that they're checking their emails. Yeah, I decided to scrap that idea because it would be way too much work on myself, and I already have so much work to do in managing this website and all their assignments digitally, so I decided not to do that. I hope this website tour helps you in creating your own website and also for creating your own daily routine for your students in a digital setting. If you make a website, let me know. I'd love to take a look at yours as well. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time.